Hi guys, it is 12:26 p.m., December 23rd, 2023, on a Saturday afternoon. Hope you guys can hear me. I've been having problems with this computer since a hacker friend has been really causing problems and so forth. Anyways, we're just going to talk about my bout with meningitis I had. It was bacterial meningitis, which all occurred from a simple ear infection. Who knew ear infection can become a serious thing like meningitis? Who knew? Who knew? Anyways, hang on. Just gonna check something out. Make sure my thing's working. Can't see a thing. Just give me a second. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was 7 days in the hospital there from December the 5th, and I got discharged December the 19th in the morning. This ear infection started on December the 1st on Friday, which felt like normal water in my ear at first, which progressively in a couple hours became more painful and agonizing to the point where there was a pop, and fluid started pouring out of my ear on December 1st and Friday. Saturday, I woke up, my pillow was totally soaked in fluid. There was no pain, no fever, no nothing. It was just the fluid coming out constantly on my ear for over 24 hours. Monday, I went to the clinic. They gave me eardrops for an ear infection on the 4th of December, which only perpetuate agonizing pain in my head progressively. I went back to the clinic on the next day. They said the drops should work if it gets worse and come back. Well, the pain got 10 times worse in another mere hours. Wednesday morning, I went down to the hospital where they gave me a lumbar puncture and diagnosed me with meningitis, bacterial meningitis. I was admitted to the hospital from there, where I proceeded to get aggressive treatment for the meningitis I contracted. So it's been a rough 7 days at the hospital. They took good care of me. The nurses did a good job. Good job. I really appreciate the help they gave me. They made sure I was okay. And yeah, I'm very thankful for the doctors and nurses and the staff at the Civic Hospital. Thank you very much, Meg Witch. Good job. I could have died. When I came to the hospital, they said I got there in the nick of time, where my head was killing me 9 out of 10. My vision was going in and out. And my neck was stiffening and my upper back was starting to stiffen, which I knew right then is a very severe symptom indicative of meningitis. I knew that. And thank God I went to the hospital when I did, because I could have died. It could have got downhill in a matter of hours, they said, and would not be here if I did not go to the hospital. So yes, I made the right decision. And it's so scary how fast it happened in less than 24 hours. All started from a simple little ear infection. I got home care after a week in the hospital. I was at home with home care with I still have it. They have to remove it. I still have the IV here. It's a little band-aid with an IV that attaches to the arm, goes to the heart, and then gives you medication where it's needed. Nothing wrong with my heart or anything, but I have to get this thing removed. I could not afford to pay my phone bill. I only paid for food to keep me strong when I was recovering with home care. Or delivery, got lots of groceries. Food was more important than paying my phone bill, in my opinion. My phone minutes ran out about 2 days ago, and there's no way a nurse can contact me or me contact a nurse, even with a Wi-Fi phone number I tried, which proved to be crap, actually, and you can't receive calls at all in that app. So anyways, yeah. This is probably the Fourth day since I start treatment with this little IV thing in my arm, which has to remove soon. It definitely has to be cleaned by the 25th, Monday. If worst comes to worst, I'll go to the hospital with somebody. I bumped into another YouTuber friend who told me to call another one who will come with me to the hospital. We have to get this removed. Since I have no phone, try to phone and try to get a way to get someone to remove this. I'm waiting at home and no one's ringing up or anything. There's no way no one can contact me by phone. So I don't know what's going to happen about that. It has to be removed. I don't want infection sending into my bloodstream from this being in too long. It can stay in there in for a week, but it has to be cleaned by Monday, for safety's sake and sanitation's sake. That's the thing. And so forth. Yeah, it's been a rough battle with meningitis. It is 10 times worse than COVID. I caught COVID twice. I got a flu pretty bad about back in 2015 that really, was really attacking my lungs badly back then. But this meningitis, it is the worst battle I had in my life. I mean, this is the worst. And when I got to the hospital, apparently I lost another 2 pounds. From 116 2 months ago to 114 when I was at the hospital. Maybe that's a battle of meningitis, I don't know. I've been eating a lot when I came home from home care. $100 went fast to lots of food and stuff. Comfort food like jellos and chocolate and puddings and stuff like that too, of course, as I recover. And lots of ordered pizza too because I was too weak to go out when I first came home to get groceries, so I just ordered a pizza in and ate that at home. It's been a very, very big battle with meningitis. Bacterial meningitis, of course, which is treatable, thank God. Viral meningitis is something totally different, which the doctors can't do much except give you viral medication. I had bacterial, so it was more treatable, thank God. It was viral. That's another story. Antibiotics won't go against a virus. That's the thing. So bacterial was more easily treatable than viral meningitis. Bacterial was more treatable for me, thank God. Um, I also know somebody else who had meningitis as well. Her son had viral meningitis. Coincidentally, two separate instances. Don't worry, there's no connection between her son and my meningitis. Total isolated instance. But yeah, mine was bacterial. Here was viral. So yeah, the best thing to do. I wish I had my meningitis vaccine, which I never got. I recommend people to get the vaccine for meningitis if your health is at risk, like losing a lot of weight, like I have, and so forth. Get your vaccine for meningitis. And I still have to get vaccinated for the flu. I'm still recovering from meningitis. I'm still quite weak. So I'm going to wait maybe another week or two before I get my flu shot, including another vaccination as well, just to be on the safe side for something else, since my body is in a weakened state as well. Thank God I don't smoke or do drugs or anything. And I cut down my drinking drastically, haven't drank anything at all. Yeah, it's pretty good. Mind you, I'm hooked on Coca-Cola Classic now. Coca-Cola Zero, tons of puddings, ginger ale, diet ginger ale and stuff. Yeah, I'm drinking a lot of junky stuff. But anyways, yeah. Um, yeah. So everyone keep healthy out there. Get your vaccinations for meningitis. Get your vaccinations for the flu and other things if your health is not doing so well, as mine is kind of declining for some reason. Also, make sure you have people who really care about you. During hardships like this, you find out who your true friends are and who the fake ones are. The on again, off again BF, Roger Beezer, knew about my condition when I got out of the hospital. He went with me to the bus stop and said, I'm lucky to be alive. That's all he said. He said he was going to come over and make sure I was okay. And he didn't even show up and give a damn to show up. That is not a true boyfriend. That was never a true boyfriend. I mean, if the foot were on the other shoe, if someone is very sick you used to go out with and care for, even as a friend, if it were on the other shoe, I would go and make sure that person's okay, make sure they have food, If the two weekends could go out, I would go out and get food for them and bring it to them. I would not abandon them, totally ignore them, and say, and just totally neglect them when they could use help, especially after a debilitating illness as meningitis. Well, he just showed his true colors. Only a total, complete, low life, despicable person, not even a person, would do that to someone else who is in need, especially during the holidays. What kind of, like, I had an ex boyfriend years ago, back in 2013, I believe. No, 2012, when I got a little cut on my elbow, my arm swelled up. My ex boyfriend, who proved to be a good friend and we kept in touch on and off, stayed with me, tended to me, helped me change as my arm was in a sling, made sure I got to home care and everything every day, even slept on the floor and I slept in the bed. Back then I had a single bed, and he made sure I was okay. I respect that ex boyfriend tremendously. He's married now and we talk for a bit, kept in touch, but I still have respect for him. He respects me, he makes sure I'm okay from a distance and everything. But he's a respectful guy. He definitely helped me out that time in need. This more recent ex, Roger, most despicable person in the whole wide world. Doesn't give a damn, especially during the holidays. Doesn't check up to make sure I'm okay. Doesn't help me to make sure I need to get food or anything. Not one peep. The same thing last Christmas, he totally abandoned me too as well, which is sickening and disgusting and totally despicable. Should have been labeled a human being, to be honest, especially during the holidays. That's just plain damn old disgusting. Actions speak louder than words. And yeah, my YouTuber friend and I might go to the hospital if I don't get a hold of somebody by tomorrow, whatever, to get this thing removed. There's no infection setting in. No one has called to come over to pick it up. I have no phone to really call by except just emergencies. That's it. That's all. Um, yeah. Wow. I'm gonna head out and I have some change to make a call to my friends there. Both one of them is a YouTube channel, and the other one's actively involved in YouTube, and we might go to hospital together and everything to get this thing out. If I don't get a hold of a nurse to get this out or find out what's happening there, we'll find out. So, anyways, yeah, I gotta maintain my health. It's gonna be a quiet Christmas for me. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. I don't have much strength. I'm still very weak. I have some energy to walk around a bit, but I get very fatigued very easily. And I don't want any complications happening from meningitis. And I have to get this IV out sooner, the better. Like I said, worst case scenario, me and a couple of people who are involved in YouTube will, well, one of them at least one of them or two of them will come with me to the hospital to make sure, this comes out. We'll hang out, just to make sure I'm okay. Unlike the ex-boyfriend who proved to be no boyfriend at all before, not a good guy. At least I have some people who will be there for me if worse comes to worse. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, hope everyone got their shots of vaccinations, flu, COVID. Get your meningitis shot. Vaccination. Believe me, you do not want to get meningitis. That is the worst thing I've been through in my life, where I was screaming and crying in agony from the pain. That's how bad it was. And I have a big pain threshold. I was crying and screaming. It was just too much for me. It was just too much. You don't want to go through what I've been through, believe me. Get your meningitis vaccination too if you're susceptible or at risk. Please do. You don't want to go through that. It's not worth even risking your life for that. I am lucky to be alive during the holidays. Lucky to find out who my true friends are, who the fake ones are, who the ones who never were meant to be, and so forth. Take care, stay safe, happy holidays, stay healthy, and keep in touch. I'll talk to you guys soon about me sharing the room in the hospital with someone who was detoxing as well. But we'll save that for another stream. So take care, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll talk to you guys soon.